So there have been 4 NXT champions in history. Seth Rollins, Big E, Bo Dallas, and Adrian Neville. Question is, could Tyler Breeze become number 5? Crowd was silent for the first half of the match here between Breeze and Neville. It was like a Japanese crowd almost. Very respectful in that they weren't chanting stupid shit like they did a few weeks ago during the women's match when they got bored. They weren't chanting stupid things just to get themselves over, but they weren't really reacting much to anything. Then things picked up, and we got some great near falls. Tyson Kidd was out there, by the way, at the announce desk. He wasn't saying anything. He was observing. So you just knew a screwjob finish was coming. Breeze caught Neville with a tornado DDT that has to be seen to be believed. Adrian Neville did the most ridiculous sell job on a DDT that I have ever seen, and that includes all those great pile driver and DDT sell jobs that Rob Van Dam has done over the years, going back to the old ECW. He got drilled into the mat and literally flipped over onto his feet, almost like he was going to no-sell it and just pop right back up. But instead, he ended up just doing a face plant. So he just did a complete flip over and landed flat on his face. It was just so great. I'm describing it here, but you really should just watch it for yourself. It wasn't great enough, apparently, since he kicked out of the pin attempt, so it was great, but not that great. Action spilled outside. Neville hit a dive out onto Breeze. This brought Tyson Kidd to ringside. Although still in the crowd. He was kind of behind the barricade in the crowd, though. And Adrian Neville, spotting him, drops him with a super kick. And for what? Guy didn't do anything wrong. He just kicked him in the face for no reason. He paid the price for that a couple of minutes later when he went for the red arrow on Breeze, and Tyson Kidd shoved him off the top rope for the DQ. This greatly upset Tyler Breeze, who was more than holding his own, probably was well on his way to winning the championship, and Tyson Kidd screwed him out of that. So the two heels ended up brawling around for a little bit. Adrian Neville came over to join in the brawl, but then he got beat down by both Kidd and Breeze. This brought out Sami Zayn to make the save for Adrian Neville, and it appears to set up a four-way for the championship at TakeOver next month with Neville, Breeze, Zayn, and Kidd. I endorse that match. I hope that's the direction they're going in, because that match it needs to happen. The DQ was lame. I'm okay with it because it sets up a bigger match where we will hopefully get a decisive finish. I was kind of shocked they had the title match on this show. I was figuring they were going to hold off until TakeOver anyway, and so they did it for the reason, I assume, of setting up the four-way. I'm just assuming here that that's the match that we end up getting. But this was really good. You know, Tyler Breeze continues to impress in these big matches. Adrian Neville's great. And again, when you see him wrestling on NXT, if you're not familiar with his work on the indies, just know that you're only seeing like a small part of what that guy is capable of. He's only scratching the surface. You know, when you go down there, you have to slow it down. There's a lot of things they don't let you do. We're only seeing a small part of what this guy is really capable of. But Tyler Breeze, I feel like, is a guy that all people see, if you're not really familiar with NXT, is a guy doing, you know, a stupid gimmick. It's not money. It's just, you know, he's being a chicken shit heel. It's, you know, we've seen this before. That may well all be true, but he's actually a really good wrestler. And I'm happy they have him showing, you know, a more serious side. He's not just playing comedy the whole match, running away. Oh, don't hit my face. I guess he can't do that now anyway since Miz stole his fucking gimmick. But Breeze is really good. I like what I'm seeing from him on NXT. He's one of the featured performers now.